For my company, it's been my freelance company before now and the iPhone now. It's everything. Like I didn't have any face-to-face clients for like the first 18 months. Do everything over the web, Skype, IM, all that stuff. And now that we've moved into sharing technology with people and actually sharing games with people, it's all internet again. It's everything. I can post one game on one website and be up to 120,000 unique hits without doing anything. It just spreads. Like somebody said yesterday during the talks, the internet content discovery problem is solved. It's done. You make something cool and it just goes. And if you're a small company and you can't pay for marketing, what other choice do you have? Like that's it. That's the only option. And even now, our iPhone company, we work remotely. We do our source control remotely. We do all of our collaboration remotely. So I mean, it's everything. There's the kind of classic noise problem. One, it sounds terrible and elitist, but the number one first step is to just make a good game. There aren't that many good games on the iPhone. If you make a good game, that's 50% of your battle at least. You're head and shoulders above most of the competition. At that point, it helps a lot to have existing relationships with journalists, most of whom are really nice people. Some of them aren't, but most of them are. We're trying some weird stuff. Our new iPhone game is a port of a Flash game. So we have a website where you can play the entire game in Flash right on the website. And people can link it. There's a Twitter button. It's completely connected, so it can do the thing that it can use the same internet content discovery pathways that everything else can, which is sort of the App Store's problem right now. Is you can't discover things. You can pick off their limited menu that they present to you in a lot of ways. Otherwise, it's a very blind search. So far, it's been helping us a lot to really restrict things to the platform. So when we start thinking about making an iPhone game, we throw out right away the idea of making a game that would require joysticks or making a game that would require a D-pad. Not that that's an unsolvable problem, it's just not that well suited to the platform. So we start by thinking about, would the accelerometer be fun for this, and build a prototype that uses it, see if it works. Oh no, this is gyro as D-pad, that's not very fun. So let's make a touchscreen thing instead, and all of a sudden now it works. But I think starting with the hardware, that's how they did it like 20 years ago, and it makes a lot of sense. I think that's where we like to start. Oh boy. I don't know. Boy, I have no idea. As an optimist, I would like to hope that downloadable games, people will continue to embrace things that aren't necessarily what we would consider a Hollywood blockbuster presentation, that people will continue, a large enough audience will continue to seek out and digest independent content that has a special twist or is presenting kind of a personal look at something that, if you're only one or two guys, you don't need a blockbuster audience to keep going. You just need a few people, and as long as there are channels where people can at least find you, if they can discover what you're doing, then you're okay. That's getting harder, and I hope that gets a little bit easier, because that's what people want to do. That's the big move. People are leaving big companies. They're forming smaller places where they can make something that they feel strongly about, and the results have been pretty cool so far.